Thinking about moving to Gainesville, Georgia? Maybe you've seen the lake photos, heard about the mountains, and you thought, man, this place looks amazing. But before you pack up the moving truck, you need to know what life is really like here. Today I'm going to give you a full, honest breakdown, the top 5 pros and the top 5 cons of living in Gainesville, Georgia. I'm going to cover the lake lifestyle, the job market, the traffic, the housing market, and some things most people don't want to talk about, so you can make the best decision for you and your family. Stay until the end because con number 3 surprises the current residents and most every person who moves here. Hey, I'm David Kimbrell, a local real estate agent here in Gainesville, Georgia, and I've been helping buyers and sellers navigate this market since 2019. This channel is your go-to resource for everything about living, working, playing, and buying a home in North Georgia. Whether you're relocating from Atlanta, from another state, or from way across the world, reach out to me directly. My contact information is below. I would love to be your local tour guide. And if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap that notification bell so you never miss one of our videos. Let's get into it. So let's start with the number 1 reason people move to Gainesville. And honestly, once you see it, you'll understand why. Gainesville is the home for Lake Lanier, one of the largest Corps of Engineer lakes and the most visited Corps of Engineer lakes in the nation. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this lake will change your life. Lake Lanier covers 38,000 acres and has about 690 miles of shoreline. Whether you're into boating, jet skiing, kayaking, paddleboarding, swimming, or just sitting on a dock at sunset, this lake delivers it all. And the best part, you don't have to own lakefront property to enjoy it. There's a lot of public parks, public boat ramps, access points all over Hall County and all over the lake for that matter. Many public access campgrounds and parks that are available for your use, so it gives everyone access to the water. So for the outdoor lovers and water sports enthusiasts, and really for just anyone who wants a better quality of life, Lake Lanier is a massive, massive upgrade. Here's something I love telling people who are considering moving to Gainesville. Go in any direction for 45 minutes to an hour and you'll land in a completely different world. 45 minutes south and you're in the heart of Atlanta. Drive 35 minutes north and you're in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Wineries like Yona Mountain Vineyards, hiking trails in Dahlonega, apple orchards, peach orchards. Head east for about an hour and you're in Athens. Go Dogs, home of the University of Georgia Bulldogs. And right here in Gainesville, you've got a growing downtown, a beautiful square area that has lots of restaurants, lots of night spots, coffee shops like Meadowlark and Farmhouse Coffees, breweries, community events, First Friday concerts, outdoor free concerts on the square. You've got that small town charm without feeling isolated here in Gainesville. This central location is one of the biggest reasons people who move here from Atlanta say they wish they had come a lot sooner. Gainesville doesn't just look good, it's not just a beautiful area, it works. The local economy here is surprisingly diverse and really strong, and that's a big deal when you're thinking about relocating and needing work. Let's start with the biggest employer in the area, Northeast Georgia Health System. With over 9,000 employees, and their flagship hospital, Northeast Georgia Medical Center, is a regional powerhouse. It's located here in Gainesville with many satellite campuses throughout Northeast Georgia. So if you're in healthcare, a doctor, nurse practitioner, Gainesville is one of the best markets in the state. Beyond healthcare, Gainesville is literally known as the poultry capital of the world. Companies like Fieldale Farms, Gold Creek, Marjack, Pilgrims are major employers here, and the manufacturing and food processing industries support thousands of local jobs. So this isn't just a one industry town, it's really diverse. The unemployment rate here hovers around 2.8%, which is actually below the Georgia state average. That tells you something about the economic health of our community. Let's talk about the community and the culture, because this is where Gainesville really punches its weight. One of the biggest surprises for people who move to Gainesville from a larger city is how much they really fall in love with the downtown scene on the square and the sense of community here. Downtown Gainesville has gone through a serious revitalization over the past several years. From a once a ghost town square to a really booming nightlife and daytime. We're talking locally owned restaurants like The Stag, Atlas Pizza, craft breweries, Kilwin's Ice Cream, pretty good, arts, crafts, food, live music. The Spring Chicken Festival celebrates Gainesville's poultry heritage. And the community itself, people here are just genuinely friendly. It's the kind of place where your neighbors know your name, where people actually wave at each other. I know that sounds simple, but when you come from a big city, it really means a lot. Gainesville is also one of the most diverse communities in North Georgia. More than a quarter of the population identifies as Hispanic or Latino, which has brought incredible food, culture, and energy to the area. So now let's talk about the fifth pro. And this one's especially important if you have kids or you're thinking about long-term about your investment here. Gainesville's growing and growing fast, and while growth brings about challenges, which we'll get to in some of the cons, it also brings a lot of opportunities. And right now, Gainesville's in that sweet spot of growth where early movers stand to benefit the most. The Gainesville Township on the east side of the city is a massive development that will reshape that part of town. The Lake Society is a new 55-plus community going up right on the banks of Lake Lanier, specifically for people who want to retire in style. New construction neighborhoods are offering modern homes with updated finishes at price points that are still accessible compared to Atlanta. The real estate market here offers a wide variety of options. Lakefront homes, new construction townhomes, historic properties in established neighborhoods, and the University of North Georgia and Bernal also provide a strong rental market if you're considering investment properties. So now let's keep it real. If you're moving to Gainesville, there's some things you need to be prepared for, and the first one is traffic. As Gainesville has grown, the road infrastructure has not really kept pace with the rapid growth. Here you have winding roads around the water, around hills, which creates bottlenecks sometimes. If you're commuting to Atlanta, be prepared for that to take anywhere from 45 minutes to over an hour, depending on when you leave. Con number 2. This one catches people off guard, especially folks moving from larger cities that have strong transit systems. There's no subways, no commuter trains, no bus systems that get you where you need to go efficiently. We do have Hall Area Transit, which offer limited routes, and WeGo, which is a little more subscription-based, but it does not connect to MARTA or the Atlanta Metro in any real efficient way. For most people relocating from smaller cities to suburban areas, it's no big deal. They're already car dependent anyway, but it's something to factor in if you're moving here from a larger city, especially as gas prices fluctuate. Gainesville's overall crime rate, particularly property crime, is slightly above the state and national average. The property crime rate is roughly 58% higher than the national average, and that number sounds kind of alarming until you understand the context. The vast majority of the crime is concentrated in specific areas of the city, in neighborhoods with higher poverty rates or near the commercial corridors. Violent crime, on the other hand, is actually close to and slightly below the national average. The neighborhoods that most buyers are looking at, lakeside communities, the newer suburban developments, areas near the school, are genuinely safe. Neighborhood selection is something that we take very seriously, and I make sure every buyer understands exactly what the data looks like block by block. But the right areas are safe, welcoming, and really family friendly. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. If you're someone who needs a rooftop bar scene, late night dance clubs, or a really packed entertainment district within walking distance of your home, Gainesville's not going to check those boxes for you. And the nightlife options are limited compared to Atlanta or some major urban areas. The shopping is kind of similar. The Lakeshore Mall, which has about 33 stores, is on the decline, but it's about to be completely reworked. So for serious retail therapy, you're going to have to make a drive. Here's the silver lining though. Atlanta's 45 minutes away. The city's full entertainment ecosystem. Many Gainesville residents actually prefer this setup. Peace and quiet at home, drive to the city for the access when they need it. And finally, the housing market. Gainesville's real estate has gotten significantly more competitive over the last few years, and that's something buyers need to be prepared for. Median house prices in Gainesville are now around $355,000 to $418,000, depending on the neighborhood, which is actually considerably higher than the Georgia state average. Lakefront and lake access properties are really competitive. Well-priced homes receiving multiple offers quickly, usually. New construction is helping to add inventory, but demand is real and supply is not as fast as it needs to be. The good news, compared to Atlanta's northern suburbs, like Cumming, Alpharetta, and Johns Creek, Gainesville still offers value, and the growth trajectory of this market means that buying now is likely to look like a smart decision in about 5 years. The key, though, is having a strategy and having a good guide to help you. You need to know what you want, have your financing dialed in before you start, and be ready to move when the right home hits the market. That's exactly what I help my clients with every day. So there you have it, the real top 5 pros and cons of living in Gainesville, Georgia. Lake Lanier and the lifestyle it brings, the unbeatable central location, a strong and diverse job market, a thriving downtown community, and a real estate market full of opportunity. Those are genuinely compelling reasons to make this move. But go in with your eyes open. Traffic is growing. You'll need a car. Do your homework on the neighborhoods. Nightlife is limited, and the housing market moves fast. If you're seriously considering a move to Gainesville or anywhere in North Georgia, I want to be your resource. Reach out to me directly. My phone number and email are in the description below, and I'd love to set up a call and talk through your situation. If this video has helped, drop a like, leave a comment, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.